Hey guys, so here's an oldie but a goodie. We have Ghost Ship. It's rated R, came out in 2002. It's an hour and 31 minutes. It is the perfect amount of time for you to sit down, enjoy a horror movie or a thriller, whatever you'd like to call this, and just enjoy the beauty of it. Now, this film has one of the most gut wrenching opening scenes that has ever been portrayed in a horror film. And that is, the opening is we're shown on this boat, and it's all these fancy guys and girls, and it's basically like Titanic, except a giant wire comes across the boat and slices everybody in half. It is one of the most gruesome opening scenes since Scream in 1996. And after that, all the bets are off. We end up getting introduced to this group of fishermen who all they do is they salvage boats, they try and save them from being sunk, and they try and even, they try to get all the money they can out of it, and it's definitely intriguing. Now, if you guys ever watched Event Horizon, like I mentioned in one of my previous TikToks, it's kind of like that. So, in Event Horizon, the ship has its own soul. It has its own, I guess, like, mindset. That's kind of what Ghost Ship is, except it is being controlled by a certain person. Now, we end up getting introduced to the group. We have Juliana Marquis, who plays Epps. We have Gabriel Bryan, who plays Murphy. You have Ron Eldard, who plays Dodge. You have Desmond Harrington, who plays the ferryman, who ends up, coming to these guys, and he's like, hey, I found this ship when I was on a boat the other day. Maybe we can try and, get some money for it. So then we also have Isaiah Washington as Greer. We have Carl Urban as Munder. And that's just the big idea for the cast. They end up going out with the ferrymen, and they start investigating the boat, and they realize that it is a very, very, very old boat that went missing over 40 years ago. And as they're searching through, they end up seeing gold. They end up seeing that there's a story that's not being told. And they get these very bad feelings about the boat. All this weird shit starts happening with the boat, and everything kind of ties together when Epps ends up getting a little visit from Katie, who's played by Emily Browning, and she is the main girl from the beginning of the story who, she died, and you find out that she was hung in her own bedroom, and it's a very, very messed up story. If you are interested in who done it, if you are interested in good reveals, if you're interested in thrillers, this is definitely up your alley. If you think that how can I say this? If you like Event Horizon, if you like House on Haunted Hill, you're gonna like Ghost Ship. There's so many left and right turns that you're like, oh, did this really happen? Does this make sense? Is he really hallucinating that? Is that really going on? There's a lot of similarities between Event Horizon, House on Haunted Hill, and Ghost Ship. Now, IMDb gave it a 5.6 out of 10. I give it a 5 out of 5 because the way that the film goes and the way that it ends, it just makes you want to continue to watch it. Makes you want to try and figure out, is there a way that I could figure out who the killer was? Is there a way to, look more in depth on it? Sadly, there is no way to stream this, but if you get a chance to watch it, definitely give it a watch. Because like I said, I hate films that deal with ghosts, but this one's spot on. So give it a watch. Let me know what you think. If you've already seen it, definitely let me know what you think. Because I think it's one of the best ghost films that has come out.